What's up there guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Derail Valley. So in the last episode we arrived back here in City South. We are heading on to harbour because we've got 3 jobs left. Probably can't see them in the dark, but we have got 3 jobs left that we need to take and drop off there, and then we'll see what we're going to be doing next. But this has been a great little run. Really hope you've enjoyed it, and we're going to get it done today, get these guys put away, and we'll see what we'll be doing next. So please do grab yourself a drink. Let's hit the rails. Right then guys, first things first, let's fire up this train and get things moving. So we should see, to get a bit of power on here, everything start to come forward. And if we go back here, we'll see that we have disconnected here these tankers which we're leaving behind, and we're also leaving behind our D2 here as well, which is shut down. So yeah, everything's looking good. Do we have an end of train light? No, we don't. We could grab one from the shed, but anyway, we won't. Let's just crack on. So, I'm going to hop up here into our DH4. Right, so we're going to be looking to see where we're doing our drop-offs. So, rearmost, we've got our trams, which are going into E. So, E's the furthest actual yard when you get into harbour. We've got D for the semi-trailers and E again for the cars, the empty cars, which are directly behind our locos. So this is going to be quite interesting actually, because those semi-trailers are going into D. So if we go straight forward into E9I and consider those 7 cars there our first drop off, we could pull the rears off the back of the train, which are the semi-trailers. Are they? No. The trams, and put those into E8, and then we'll pull the semi-trailers off and get those into D4I. So let's have a look. So we're going firstly into E9I, according to that strategy. So harbour, coming in here. This switch should be set to take us round there to E, and E9I is that one. Let's check those again, which will take us in nicely there. And again, we'll just go back to here, just checking these switches, as you can never be too sure. Next up, routing from City South is literally this one switch here, which is set correctly to take us into harbour. So yeah, we should be good here guys. We'll just drive nicely there, and then we'll get these babies offloaded, and then we'll see what we're doing next. Now, we do have a loco to restore, the 282, so that could well be our next step. That's our last loco that we've got, and then basically at that point we've completed the game, as far as I can see, at least for the time being. But we are playing on standard difficulty, so I don't know whether it'll be at that point that we move on. I don't think it'll be quite at that point that we move on to the more difficult, realistic mode. We might have a bit of fun first, doing a few more, or a lot more jobs, depending on how I feel, depending on what I think's best at the time. But yeah, I think we'll focus on getting these babies dropped off. We've got 822,000 in the bank, in the wallet, sorry, so plenty of money on hand, and we'll see how we get on. I think got a 50 limit here. Just really enjoy the driving, I think. Really enjoy what it is. Yeah, what it's worth. And what we can do really. So yeah. Alright, we'll just ease off. Just use a little bit of dynamic brake just to bring things under control there. We've got the harbour lights ahead of us, so everything's looking very close by now. The main thing here will be getting everything dropped off properly. We might do some shunting in the next episode because we'll have the trams to offload, semi-trailers to offload, and yeah, decent amount of money for those. We've got military stuff here obviously at harbour as well. We will need to manually service our locos and get everything refueled, repaired, and whatever else needs doing. We do have a switch coming up, and I think the limit's going to be 50 here. But then we've got a 40 limit coming down into harbour, so good to see we're actually reducing speed anyway. Yeah, 40 limit here on the track. Tiny bit of dynamic on first notch just to bring it down to 40, and there we go. The driving experience on this game, once you get into it, is magnificent. It is marvellous, and the thing is once you get the hang of it, it's just lovely. The train handles really as you would expect, and I would say it's certainly a plus point. The feel of the game is spot on and exactly what you'd want. Do have quite a steep downhill here. So notch 3 on the dynamic. It's just right there. Alright, our next switch is already set correctly. We already did that, taking us round to the left, taking us to the far end of harbour basically. So what you'll find when you come into harbour, if you've never been here before, is all of your yards are off to the right. So we're going round to the left and following it round all the way down to E. So we're passing B now, which is the military base. Just easing the dynamic brake off as we're now down. So I normally like to jump out here and take a look at the train from the external view as it comes in. But today I'm going to stay in the cab and just make that something different. There's our trams and semi-trailers there as well. As you see the rest of our train coming in. And yeah, we're going to follow this round now to the right. And all of our yards, like I said, also cut off to the right. So as we turn here, our next yard is C here, which we're passing. Just going to put a little bit of power on just to keep us at 30. Next up is a turn off again there to C, but that's heading in the opposite direction. Now this turn off here goes into D and G, which we don't require just at this exact second, but we will be going into D in a few minutes. So let's get the rest of our train into the lane that we want to be in. I'm hoping that there's nothing in the lanes that we're going into actually. Didn't actually check that. Because that could be a problem. Doesn't look like there is. Some nice cargo here to be taken out. The good thing about harbour is the cargo here is headed out across the map, so all sorts of different places, variation. And There's the shop as well. Alright, so all I want is these front cars in here really, because everything else is going elsewhere. So what I want is the front cars in and also these rears to clear the end so that I can pull them out of there. So that's good. Hopefully they won't go anywhere. And also we'll disconnect this one. Get these locos forward now. Whoops. These babies work together so well. Look at how quickly we're doing this now. Right, so they're in the right lane. Next up is trams in the E8I, which is this one that we've just come down. I think that should be right. Let's check. So what I want to do is uncouple these two. Ah, it's not quite right there. Which one have I uncoupled there? I coupled it there, slightly at the wrong position. So, if I go couple again and then forward, is that right? I've just done the same thing again, I think. Oh no, there we go. That's correct. So, if I then pull these back. I want to get up on top of the thing. There we go. Okay, so usual trick here of basically we'll close that, disconnect that, and disconnect everything basically there. Release those brakes. I think the one on that one's on the other side, and with that one. Is it? I didn't quite see it there. I didn't saw it on the one. Is it round here? I've missed it. There it is. Right, so if I push these forward now, with the brakes released, I can actually just push these in like this. They're now in place. Put a parking brake on there. Right, so with these ones we are going to D4I, which once we get past, we want to be into D here, and more accurately into D4I then. Oh no, you come down this way, don't you? That. I'm going to tread a bit more carefully with these because I don't know what's in D4I. There might be other cars in there at the moment. Is that right, that first switch there? Oh yeah. Okay, fine. Yep. Keep it moving. Nice and straight here. There we have it. So, parking brake on. We should be able to get paid for these 3 jobs now. So much confidence, I'm going to shut all this down. Not too bad for fuel there as well. There we go. So everything's shut down. So let's go and head across to the station office here. And let's see what we're going to get paid for here. So trams, we didn't get a time bonus. We actually were very late with that one. Next. Semi-trailers, which is the ones we've just put in. Absolutely fine again. Lastly, these babies. And again, no time bonus, but nice bit of extra money there. So 905,000. Let's just have a quick look at our fees. No fees, so no damage to any trailers or anything. And yeah, of course, guys, as usual, we've got a whole heap of jobs available here, including that tram offload job I've just spotted there for 19.7 thousand. And there will be other things here which are very valuable, including the stuff over at the military base. Right, guys, I really hope you enjoyed these bunch of episodes. I had an absolute blast driving there, and I hope you did too. Just trying to get a view on my train here. If I can see it, we can't quite. There it is. Let's head over this way. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you did, please do hit the like button. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think. And otherwise, guys, please do take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you guys again soon.